What is up, everyone? We are now live. It is me, Psychoblue, conductor of the Hype Train, Mr. Hype Gems, hashtag Crossfires, hashtag TMNT Cross Justice League Turbo. I am honored to share with you the first ever online tournament for the public build of this game in its native netcode. What that means is that we are going to watch these matches through replays that were sent to me, just like they would Street Fighter Cross Tekken, which you have seen this channel many times in the past. However, I should note that this is the first time we have done any kind of online tournament like this for this game. Additionally, if you are concerned about the fact that we had to use Radman VPN to make this happen, fret not. Rollback is on the way. So in the future, these tournaments will be a lot more clear, and you can expect a lot more great stuff with this game overall. In case you didn't hear, I was the guy who did a lot of the editing and in some case writing for the arcade dialogue and story dialogue and ending dialogue that you see a little snippets of in these demos that I'm playing before we get started. Now then, let us begin this lovely event. If you could, please spread the word that we are airing this now. Let us begin. We will start with, I do believe this is the first one, Misty Vale versus DragonCharlz in round 1.
TMNT Cross Justice League.
That was a test run. In fact, I think both of them are part of Team Best from now. So let me put that in just in case. So what I'm going to do, being most of you guys already played this, what I'm going to do is I will black screen it when it comes time to upload onto our Turos channel. And then as I get more acclimated, I'll learn how to black screen this stuff properly. But if you wish, I could easily make it so that I could black screen it from this point onward. I have a black screen actually right down here, so go figure. There you go. If you really want a black screen, there's your black screen right there. Kirby X fighting Bizarro. Shoutouts to my dude Osmar. He is such a gosh darn cool comic style artist once you learn to harness his artistic expertise for good. Anyway, let us make this happen. How you doing, Demitsu? Anyway, I appreciate your suggestion, I'll make this happen from this point onward. For now, let us begin. I have got the scorecard ready to go. I've moved it so that you can see the full scope of the life bars, which you couldn't with the original overlay size. Let's do this. And yeah, from this point onward, I will use the overlay to black screen it until we're ready for the actual match. So I'm really curious who they pick. This game is so fun. Everyone is so much fun to play. So shoutouts to Kamikaze and the rest of the News Team 6 crew for making this game as incredible as it is, especially for a fan game. I actually joined the team because I was running in the Discord and I was like, yo, this game's amazing, and I happened to see Eyes open call for matches, or matches for riders, and I said, let me go for it, and the rest is history. Let's get started. Misty Vale will be playing Despero, and DragonCharlz will be playing Zoom. So I have seen snippets of Zoom when I was watching DragonCharlz at the last climb cancel. It's my first time seeing Misty Vale's Despero. I don't think he was playing this character when I saw him last. So I'm excited to see how things go for Misty. So far, however, DragonCharlz is running circles around this Despero. There we go. Despero's got to get his hands on you. Everyone's playing until they get hit. Once Despero gets his hands on you, especially as far, he is nasty. He has an SPD that hits off the... Whoa! Wow! What a call-out. He taunted to see what Despero was doing and said, alright, you're going to do this, I'll catch you on whiff with Super 2. Out of right from behind. I love this stage as well, one of the original stages made just for this game, with music by the composer of the Metal Slug games. This is actually his real-life band, and when he was offered a chance to join the project, he said, I will make a single just for you guys, and that's who the other band members are, the rest of his band. So far, so good for DragonCharlz. Jumping. I'm not sure. So Despero needs to build some bar, and because if he does, Super 2 is an air reversal, so we can just snatch him out of the air if Zoom tries going in that way. There we go. Big shoulder tackle. But no, that's not a combo, my friend. You want to be using... Oh! Super just deleted with another super. And DragonCharlz is up 1-0.
Zoom.
Welcome to the party, everybody. It's good to see you here. Let us see if Misty Vale can turn this around. Pick a different stage. The Feudal Village.
Feudal Village.
Misty Vale will be sticking with Despero.
Big man.
How you doing, Kiwi? Good to see you.
Fight.
Okay, so Despero is pretty fun. I didn't play a lot of him in the beta build of this game. But Zoom is someone I don't really play much. And as you can tell, if you're a Street Fighter 5 player, you might be noticing a lot of resemblance between Zoom and Rashid. He is Rashid with the Bushin run. And that can spell disaster for someone who is a little bit too lazy when it comes to his defense. Once Zoom gets started, he is pretty hard to stop. The good news is Zoom does not have much in the way of good reversals. There you go! Got that Super 2. The anti-air grab. Snatching on this guy. There you go. You want to keep doing that. Zoom has a lot of great stuff, but doesn't really have much in good reversals to keep people out of his grill. That being said, I should note that if you counter hit someone and they're in the air and you hit them with a standing normal, that will cause a float state, much like you would in Street Fighter Cross Tekken. Excellent version there by DragonCharlz and Zoom.
Round 2. Fight.
Alright, next slide. Good. Keep that frame advantage. This is smart. Good stuff, Misty. He's going in. Got one, he got another one. Oh no, he didn't. He went for a grab, but if you use the EX version, or the Omega version, I should say, of that grab, it'll hit them off the ground. And that can really spell disaster for Zoom, because he has so little in the way of being able to get out of trouble like this. Oh, that's a big miss right there. So you can cancel that without meter. Bust out. Oh no, Zoom! If Zoom did nothing, that wouldn't have been nearly as bad, but because he tried jumping away, he got caught. There we go. Misty finally on the board.
Despero wins.
You guys can hear me okay, right?
Round 3. Fight.
Yeah, got another shoulder tackle, and another one, and there's the OTG SPD. Wonderful work. There's another one. Another one! This is one of the secret stuff, Misty. Make it happen right now. Another jump, and he can finish it here. This should be it. Make it happen. There you go. Despero drops it perfect, and now it's tied at 1.
Despero wins.
What momentum.
Kirby. Despero, select your stage.
DragonCharlz has benched Zoom. It's time for
Feudal
Kirby.
Village.
For those who don't know, Kirby is the Akuma of the game. He has air fireballs, he has a DP, and he has something like Sanred's Ken or Jin's 5-punch specialty that he has to start across second. Between these 3 moves, he can play any number of styles. Again, that air taunt though, his air fireball, that's really good. Oh no! Coming in, Despero said, nah, I'm not going to let you run away so quick. He used the EX version of his shoulder tackle. He has a shoulder tackle, he has an air headbutt. No, he's going in. He wants that frame advantage. Do not be whipping buttons on Despero from mid-range. Ooh, okay, you're for the taunt setups? Hidden EX SBD, and another one that has dramatically shifted the tide. Done. You got him. Misty is about to snatch this away.
Despero wins.
Yeah, Despero is without a doubt the Abigail of the game. He is big buttons, big damage, and he's got those godlike grapples. Good. Okay, that's the command throw. Everyone has a universal command grab. Despero has 2 of them. He has his SBD and he has his combo starting throw. But everyone has a universal combo starting throw, which is half circle back and kick. See, now Kirby's trying to build offensive. That's a big block DP. That's major. Watch it. And Despero has bar. He could bust out, do something horrible if Kirby's not careful. Nice, good blocking. That could have been a grab situation, but thankfully Despero didn't go for it. Don't jump! Oh, you jumped away again! Misty is crazy right now. Okay, here we go. DragonCharlz gonna make it happen now. Gets it. Should finish it there.
Kirby wins. Round 3.
Okay.
Fight.
This is it. Next round's gonna take this whole set. Watch it. Watch it. There you go. That's the command normal splash. Every turtle has it. It is down in light punch in the air. And that's usually how they cross people up as well. Much like Zangief's splash. Again, every turtle has it. The 4 main turtles in Kirby. Oh no, that's a major whiff. So you saw Kirby try to go for one of the boost combos. Because it was too far away, he was in that, sadly, not so sweet spot where it's a proximity normal and yet not close enough to hit. Once you're at a certain space, you have to know where the confirms are going to be. That way you don't have stuff like this happen, and as you can see, it is biting Kirby in his non-existent butt really badly. This is done. Alright, Misty takes it 2-1. Good stuff, Misty. Alright, next up we are going to have Senkou 0 and GekiCP. So I am pretty excited to see what both these players are capable of. I am actually a Tournament Fighters main of Shredder. I've said this a number of times, particularly the classic Shredder, the Omega Shredder, who is also in this game, is someone who is made with the original move list that only slightly resembles the Shredder you see here, so this is more of a traditional Shredder. Senkou will be going with Superman, who I'm also very excited to see, as he is one of my favorite newcomers in this game and in this engine in general. I say newcomers as this is considered a TMNT game before it's considered a Justice League Task Force sequel. So Superman has a slight resemblance to the one that we see in Justice League Task Force. That is the DC fighting game for Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis made by Blizzard. And he's been remade with his sprites redone so that while he has some special moves that resemble the Superman from that game, he is mostly different and made with this new system in mind. That's nice. That should be close to the end. So I would be careful throwing out those I-beams because that could happen. The dashing upper, the Aura Crusher of Shredder, has projectile invincibility as he gets it started. It's not frame 1, but it starts late, and from that it's pretty easy to get it going, and ultimately it costs Superman that round that seemed to be well in the bag. Additionally, Shredder does have a reflector. It doesn't have any real hitbox like Urian's does, but it does start up very quick, and I have seen that move reflect fireballs even on Wake Up. So be careful if you're trying to lame out Shredder. He has a lot of tools to get back in your face or to use that fireball against you. That was nice. So the cool thing about his Aura Crusher is that the uppercut has a very high hitbox, and it will activate as soon as it's within range of the opponent. So you saw Superman got swatted out of the sky by Shredder. However, Superman did hold on. So good stuff. This is an exciting set so far. I like how he's using that dashing punch and trying to hit the very tip of it so he keeps some frame advantage. But ultimately, he got whip punished there by one of Shredder's new moves, the Fire Wave. And typically, Shredder's using this not just to have yet another tool to nullify fireballs, but also gives him some block pressure. Doing that move is completely safe. The dash upper is not as safe as it used to be. I think it's like -9, just has some good pushbacks. But once you know you're punished, I think Superman can punish it potentially with the EX dashing punch. That's a big whip punish. Make it happen. Shredder went for his headbutt, but nobody home. The cool thing about that headbutt is that it charges back and forward rather than down and up like Balrog. So he can do that move standing or crouching, which makes it really good as a defensive measure. Superman trying to finish it, but a YOLO headbutt saves it. Shredder's in big trouble. Oh, Superman says, "We out." Good block by Shredder. That EX I-beam would have been the end. Oh no, he got the dash in. And by dash in, I mean Superman has a flight mode, and he's been using that to alter the trajectory of his jumps to make it difficult to see exactly where he'll hit you. However, Shredder held on, got what looked to be a chip, and he's up 1-0. Going to Donnie. Okay. So Donnie has been significantly improved from Tournament Fighters. He is someone I used to have 2 tubs full of turtle toys when I was little under my bed. So it is gratifying that I have a chance to call one of Donatello's matches. And look, there's my logo in the new background. This is a stage made just for this game. We see many of the different contributors. You see Team Best from Now. You see the Fraud Crew. You see my logo, Cross Wires, Orochi Nagi. Top of the food chain. Shout out to the boys in Sova. But let's keep commentating this match. So, Donnie is a big benefactor, or a beneficiary, I should say, of the Omega effect. Because his EX moves allow him to deal crazy damage off of some pretty simple confirms. His crouching light kick is stellar as well. And that's going to help him a lot as Shredder tries dashing in. So if Shredder tries dashing in too much, he might be coming into something like that. His EX headspin attack is a juggle starter, and it has not really invincibility, but this is a pretty quick start and a pretty long hitbox. So if Shredder tried dashing in and he ran to that headspin attack would have won. For now, though, Geki is on set point. But yeah, this is interesting. Donatello, he has great buttons, he has good defense, that move. So yeah, his rapid bow strikes, he can just tap a light kick and strong punch over and over and over, and he'll get confirms like that. It's really cool. It's a really good trial as well. There's a trial for it in the actual game. Yes, this game has trials. It may be fan-made, but we do want to be sure newcomers know how to get started, and thus we have some pretty creative trials that allow you to learn bread and butters for your characters as you learn the game. The thing about that far strong punch, that spinny bow that Donatello was doing, that hits twice, but only the first it's cancelable. Nice. And as a reminder, with the juggle system in this game, EX moves don't take juggle points. Next up is my boy Tobemorecrazy.
Casey, Grodo, Select your stage.
And BigBangBlitz, who I have seen across many discords in the FGC interwebs. The Tobemorecrazy has a top 3 finish at Tournament Fighters for Combo Breaker 2019, I believe. Either 2018 or 2019. Either way, Charlz has been an extremely important contributor to the Tournament Fighters community and the Super Nintendo era fighting community in general. So it's always a pleasure to watch him do his stuff, as well as talk to him. Fantastic community. Thank you, Charlz, for everything you do. You are playing Casey Jones, and Casey Jones, for those who do not know, is a character that was made original for this game. Picture V-Trigger 2 Cody crossed with Yen. So he can switch between those sticks, and with those sticks, he has a different set of balls and pucks, which have different things and different properties that apply when you hit them and where you hit them. So you saw when he puts those pucks in play, there are overhead properties too. Oh no! That is the anti-tier version of that super. I should also add this, I've missed it a few times now. Every character has two different versions, 3 if you count the Omega Supers, of their super. The damage is mostly identical, but the startup allows for different applications of that move. For example, Chrondo has one where he goes right into the self-destruct sequence, and the second version is an anti-air startup, and then he'll go into the actual super animation. Good avoiding of that fireball. So I want to see Chrono use his superior range to kind of pester Casey, because Casey can't go in free like this. Casey has too many tools, and he has much too many frames at his advantage to just let in like that. Another crazy call-out. And it's a good thing that Casey got away with that bomb, because if he didn't swat away like that, he would have caught the blast. And that would have been disaster. There you go. There's a bigger hitbox on the EX version of that fireball. Let me talk about EX moves for a second. So, if you want Omega Meter, and you will know you have Omega Meter if you see the symbol up on your light bar, you have to fulfill certain conditions. It is not all the same conditions. Sometimes you get EX bar if you don't get hit for several seconds. You get EX bar for completing so many special moves. You get EX bar from blocking effectively. In a way, it's like having a gem. In order to access your EX moves, the Omega moves, you have to complete the gem requirements. They apply to both offense and defense, and neutral. That's a nice little setup right there. Charlz, I see you. Charlz smells blood in the water. He's not even playing Armagon. You saw that puck linger for a while, but it gets Chrome don't paralyze enough for case of fit touch of that round. Kobe is up 1-0. Chrome Dome, as if you couldn't tell, has changed significantly from his Tournament Fighters incarnation, but he still has a lot of nastiness at his disposal.
Wonderland.
Even machines
I want to see Big Bang use that super a lot more conservatively. No more crazy callouts. Charlz has been at this a very long time, so he knows what to do, what not to do when something nasty's coming. This is good. Once Chrono has the corner, though, he is really scary. Thankfully, Casey got out, and now it is Chrome Dome cornered. We said earlier, Chrome Dome doesn't really do well when he's on the defensive. So it's up to, there you go. Use one of those new moves, the dive kicks. This is good. Keep him in the corner. As I said, Chrome Dome has one of the best corner games in this whole game. And it's imperative that Chrome Dome keep that advantage, because now he's on the wrong side of this. Good news that he has a big life lead right now. Let's see what Charlz does to try and wiggle it away. Get out of there. Good avoiding. That avoidance right there. It's tight right now. You see, Chrome Dome really wants that finishing hit. One more hit will do it. Block. That's really smart. That is how Casey can combat that fireball. Throwing a puck in play and then jumping after it rather than slapping away on the ground. Excellent neutral jump punch. That's what I want to see. BigBangBlitz takes a round.
Round 2.
Yeah, Casey is really cool. Oh no! Sadly, he still blocks on Snow Command Grab for you. Smart. I actually did it a lot versus Charles at Climb Cancel. I would jump in, and then use a frame advantage to keep paralyzed in place and gets between a low attack or a command throw. So that's a really effective strategy, which is why it's also super important that you anti-air like that. And if you counter hit anti-air, you get juggles, and that's really important. Because once you have those juggle follow-ups, even if your damage is that great on paper, it still builds a ton of stun. Nice. Oh no! Good interrupt. Caught him before the puck could go into play. Missed the puck entirely. Gotta hit those. Puck's behind. And oh, too late! Too late! That's rough. Watch it! Boy, unfortunately both have blood. Oh! What the heck? I guess they both went for it before they had fully
The penalty box with you.
recovered, or the throw box canceled each other out because they did the exact same time and nobody got anything there. That's a wild exchange. Yeah, that's not the one you want to use. So you see their ending in command grabs, that's no bueno. You can only end a command grab this big. I think he can take it. Nice, he knows the mix. Okay, so BigBangBlitz has definitely put in some work here. What a conversion! Oh, you missed the follow-up there! I was about to say, what a conversion, but commentator's curse. It's looking rough for Casey. Don't get caught on your own blast. That was close. An uppercut. It's tight right now. Throw. No! Bust out EX Electric Pile Driver. That's the one that can combo. He didn't need it there though. Just use it as a reversal. Tied at one.
Batman, select your stage.
Casey has been benched. Time to bring in Batman.
Blast Museum.
Coming at you.
Round 1.
Fight. Okay. I want to see dive kicks like that. And I actually think Chrome Dome's looking for it too. He caught him twice before he finally hit one. Nice. I really like what BigBang's doing, but an EX version dive kick. Gosh, you light one there. Yeah, usually in juggles, it's pretty height dependent. Sometimes the heavy kick will connect, but the light kick won't for sure connect. EX version of the head stomp. So Batman has a lot of evasive maneuvers. His dive kick is a triangle jump situation where he will go up from the ground and come down with the hit in the corner that juggles. Bust out, Super 2. Caught him with the bat spray. Going for it, I figured. But that was very intelligent of BigBangBlitz using the Super 1 before he got caught swinging when he woke up and got the second batarang. Okay, going back to the head stomp. Batman has a grapple stomp. It's charge down and up and punch. The light version just gives him the evasion, and the heavy version actually comes down where the opponent was last to stomp on their head. It's a pretty nasty punish if you get blocked, so something that you can do if you have knocked someone down is use the light version of that to make people guess the opening's gonna be. Oh no, big punish. Big punish, or not. Batman has, because he had a big Super 2, not anymore. For Omega Blast, there you go, Super 2. For Omega Super, you need to fulfill certain conditions just like you would for the Omega Bar. So if you're building up momentum, you can have it, but if you get hit, momentum's lost. At the same time, if you're getting hit too much and you're saving your bar, you might have it as like a last resort bust out, like an ultra attack. Oh, missed the This is the anti-air. If this could be it. But a crouching heavy punch sends Chrome Dome flying. Toby wins 2-1.
TMNT. Cross Justice. Back alley.
Okie dokie. We are in round 2. It's going to be Misty Vale versus Mr. MKL. I'm going to call it Misty and MKL. MKL playing my boy Omega Shredder. Now, this guy, he is probably as close as what I have to a main in this game. So it's always nice to see this character in action. We mentioned earlier the variance between Classic Shredder and Omega Shredder. Despite the name, Omega Shredder is actually a Rokusaki, one that we know and love or hate depending how you feel about the Foot Clan. He fights something like opposite of a Zaro, so to speak, of regular Shredder. His dash is a dash straight. Instead of reflecting fireballs, he throws fireballs. He has an air version as well. And instead of his headbutt going up, his headbutt is a diving knee attack going up in a triangular direction. And Misty is going ham right now. That's done. You saw Omega Shredder try to bust out the Omega Super, but Despero was having none of it.
Round 2. Fight.
Nice, there you go. And by the way, the heavy version of his dash straight, that combos. The light version does not. Light version is comboable. Nice, using the combo version of his command grab. And there's another one. Look at the damage. Look how quickly this is ending. It's done. It's done already. What I really liked there at the end was how Despero used the delayed version of SPD to catch Shredder as he was just recovering from block. That was clever.
Despero, select your stage.
So yeah, Omega Shredder has like opposites of regular Shredder's moves, even though in story he is the original Shredder. So here's the gist, good cross-up using the knee crush. The story is, this is the Shredder that plummeted to his demise in Turtles in Time. And he's been resurrected by Darkseid's Omega effect. There's also why everybody can flash red and use EX moves. Like Pandora's Super Cross Tekken. And no, the Omega effect was in effect before I got on the project. In case you're wondering if me trying to purposely make Cross Tekken do its story as well as gameplay. No, were you swinging? I hope not. It looks like you were. You tried to do a jab, and instead you ate a Super 1 from Despero. Misty is on set point.
Round 2. Fight.
But one thing I did add to the story is I mentioned that because typically Despero, when he's at full strength, is as strong as Darkseid, I had so... Oh, wow! Alright, hold on. So he went for EX dash straight and got SB'd for his troubles. I love EX dash straight, but that's not what it's for. That was actually crazy good reaction from Misty Vale. Anyway, Despero's deal is that because the Flame of Pytar does not burn quite as strong as TMNT land does in DC land, that's why he's on even ground throughout the cast. Super 1, smart bust out. Regular throw. Good. He didn't fall for that time. It's done. It's done. There you go. MKL saying it's not over yet. Omega Shredder is a rushdown monster. And he has plenty of ways to cross you up. He has great buttons in general, much like his original counterpart. And his EX Fireball has crazy priority, as you saw right there. There we go. That's what you want to use that EX dash straight for. Yeah, keep it going, keep it going. Something Shredder to watch out for is when someone's in his grill, especially someone like Despero, he has to watch out for command grab. That's smart, using the properties that EX shoulder tackle, and again, delaying his block string to get the heavy SPD, following up by the EX SPD, delaying it again. It's still going. Bust out, and this time it connected. Love to see it. Watch it. Good job, MKL! Misty in panic mode right there, and MKL is trying to send the losers.
Back alley. Round 1. Fight.
Okay, and something you absolutely need to do if you're facing any character, but especially someone like Despero, be sure your anti-airs are on point. Despero has a lot of explosiveness, but most of it is very unsafe. He has to stick himself out in a major way to really scare you. So be mindful of your spacing, keep in a spot where he can't easily grab you or jump in on you, and you should be able to make it happen. But not here. That's a combo starter. This is done. That's smart. I like how he served his bar. That way he could have gone for the stun easier. That's smart of Misty. Despero is on set point. Let's see if he can take it over Mega Shredder and MisterMKL. Nice. Ball mount. Yeah, he saw it that time. He knew something was coming. And now he has to be very careful. Once again, Desperate Love Explosiveness. Keep eyes when he has Omega Meter, and keep eyes on what kind of resource he has, so that way he can't snatch you out of the sky. SP number 1, SP number 2. It's Oki time. Yeah, you see MKL's adapting very well. Sadly, might not be enough. He's stuck in the corner. You're not going to get out of this. Shredder, once he's cornered, he can't really get out. Wonderful right there. Pop with the flyers. So, the flyers. That Eye Blast has a lot of stun attached to it. So, that was enough to seal the deal. So, next up we have Tobemorecrazy versus GekiCP. Tobemorecrazy is one of the preeminent veterans of the TMNT tournament fighter scene, and he's been holding it down for that whole generation of fighting games in the Super Nintendo fighting game Discord. He is someone that I consult somewhat regularly when it comes to the older generation of fighting games. I mean, how many people are you going to talk to the FGC these days who remembers Senkou Fighter when it was fairly fresh as freeware? Senkou Fighter was the first fighting I ever had, and Charles knows and appreciates it. So that's the best thing about Charles. Not only does he play these games that have aged some 20, 30 years, but he has a legitimate passion for them. So I am really excited to see how Tobemorecrazy does in this particular event. That being said, he has got his work cut out for him as GekiCP and Shredder have him in a 0-1 hold this first game. Tobemorecrazy is going in with Casey Jones. So Casey is a character who has stance changes, but they're more with the way that his punch buttons and some special moves will apply. So he can change which stick he has, the hockey stick or the baseball bat. And with those sticks comes either a puck or a ball, and when those are in play, they have high-low properties that get pretty interesting. Wonderful interrupt by GekiCP. It seems like we won't be seeing much of Casey in this game as Shredder and Geki take that first game. It is now 1-0 Geki. But yeah, Casey's being benched for Charlz's typical main character, Wingnut. Charlz is not just a wonderful content creator and organizer. He manages a lot of the new challenger stuff, but he's also a really strong player. He's very modest about it, but he did get top 3 at that big Tournament Fighters event at Combo Breaker a few years back. And Wingnut was the guy who made it happen. Wingnut is an air dash pioneer, and he's got some new tricks in TMNT Cross Justice League. You saw he has that dashing punch. With that dashing punch comes either a spinning bird kick or a single flap of his Mad Spectre. That was his super move in Tournament Fighters. And look how deep that dive is. So when he hits you with that dive, even if you block it, the pressure is not over, because he can air dash forward or backward by pressing 2 lights and then either forward or backward. Oh no, you missed a super. He has 2 supers, like every character. Super 2 was that guitar smash. He can only do that on the ground. Super 1 and his Omega Super can only do in the air. So, oh good! Good fire back! He went into the EX version of the dash punch into Mad Spectre that has the more traditional animation, and that is a juggle starter. Tobemorecrazy saying it's not over yet, my friend. But I do like this. So this is something that I would do when I would go up against Wingnuts when I was playing Turn Fire, because I was a classic Shredder main. I would use that uppercut to try and catch Wingnut as he's going airborne, and that uppercut starts up very quick and it reaches very high. So even if you're waking up and they're right above your head, it's not the worst idea to try going for an uppercut. That being said, right now he is getting set played. That's the... Alright, he's almost at stun. You gotta be careful. Okay, there you go. Block and keep it simple to sweep. Watch it. What a bust out. Super 2, and it is tied at 1. Good stuff, Charles. Always a pleasure seeing Wingnut in action. However, Geki is going to a more fundamental... Maybe? Is he sticking with it? Yep, okay. He is going to go with Leonardo. Leonardo is the Ryu of the game. He has a DP, he has a Fireball, he has a Tatsu. And they work very much in the Ryu sense more so than the Ken sense. That being said, it is not the worst idea to try and use a character with such a fundamental approach against Wingnut. However, that doesn't really apply when Wingnut has you knocked down. Wonderful reversal. Wake up DP from Leonardo. So his Tatsu is really good and fairly safe on block. However, you can duck it, and then he's in a bad situation with whiff. Okay, I like the idea that Leo went for there because the Endless Screw, his Tatsu, has a good deal of priority and a lingering hitbox, but unfortunately Super 1 definitely had priority there. Charles is on set point. Nice, good splash. Every turtle in this game, including Kirby, has a universal splash. That is jump and then down plus light punch. And that's their main cross-up. Oh no, he lost the corner. Oh, that was a critical miss. Leo going for the DP because he knew that it had the quickest startup, so it's not the worst idea. You see Leo's getting really jumpy. He said, no, don't be jumping on my watch. And you're seeing now they're starting to miss their confirms. The reason why is the farther away they get, the more likely they might whiff their boost combos. And that can be disastrous in these situations. Oh, no, you got thrown. That was your chance, Leonardo. You could have took that round right there. Get it there. Oh, no. Too soon. But good block, and he fired back with a Super 1 of his own. Okay. Next round takes no matter what. What a set, ladies and gentlemen. Who will win, the rapid rushdown offense of Wingnut or the fundamental play of Leonardo? I really love how this game did Leonardo. His DP, and you've seen this a couple of times, that has juggle starting ability, so that makes it even more dangerous as an anti-air. And as a reminder, with the way juggle system works, EX moves do not take up any kind of juggle points, so you can extend combos for a fairly good length of time using that mechanic. EX moves are also known as Omega moves, thanks to the Omega effect that indicates their activation. Uh-oh, that should be it. You got stunned. This is it. He jumps back. Oh, no, he already mashed out. No, goodness, that was your chance. What robbery. Man, if Charles pulled this off... All right, there you go. EX DP, and that is the end. Geki moves forward 2-1. It really is dynamite, Pete. It really is.
Superman, select your stage.
Senkou will be repping Superman, and BigBangBlitz will be repping Chrome Dome. We have seen these characters. Let's see what they do against each other. I think Chrome Dome needs to lean very heavily on jump heavy kick. You want to be able to snipe Superman in the air and from a distance. Because you try doing an anti-air on his Comet Punch, the Comet Punch will probably win. See, there you go. That's what I want to see. BigBangBlitz is smelling what I'm cooking. It might not be enough, at least not for this round. Super 1 takes it for Superman.
Round 2.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, jump heavy punch coming in. Good job to Senkou for getting out of that crossing situation. Nice, smart. In that situation, Superman is not nearly as plus he would be if he caught him at the tip of his toes. Smart bust out. EX dashing punch. Great combo starter. Still in turn. See, when Superman's spaced like that, that means that he is much safer than he would have been otherwise. Good cross under. He didn't get the follow-up, though. I don't think Superman was expecting him to cross under like that. And an anti-air Omega Super. I mentioned earlier, if you fill a certain condition, you can have Omega Super because Superman gets momentum going. Omega Super allowed him a chance to have that nasty anti-air and take a convincing game 1. It goes up.
Select your stage.
So this stage comes from Justice League Task Force, as does the music. I'd say shouts to Blizzard, but they are dealing with all sorts of crazy HR problems right now, so I will save my praises. Just know this is not the... Most of the people who work this game at Blizzard likely aren't there right now. Nor do I wish them to. Keeping things going, Superman is throwing out some lovely space dash punches. There's the bust out. Make it happen. There we go. I love it. Let's talk about the juggle system for this game. This game has a juggle system, much like Street Fighter Cross Tekken. It is a 2-point juggle system. However, Omega moves, or EX moves, I've been alternating between the two lately, do not take any juggle points. So you can extend combos with juggles using the Omega bar. So that was very intelligent of Senkou to make it happen like that. And once again, that dive was too deep, so it is now Chrome Dome's turn. Going for the command grab. So that one doesn't combo, but does lots of really cool Oki. Damn, it's ridiculous. My god. Oh no, not again! And what a trade. So that didn't trade. That would have been a Super 1 anti-air, and that would have been a really good situation for Chrome to be in. Smart. Superman now went deal being stuck in the corner with Chrome Dome, so he just busted out. Lingering dash punch, but no follow-up. Again, the light dash punch, about make it happen. Didn't get the combo again. Once again, probably missed the cancel because of the cross-up. Had to adapt, and didn't adapt in time. Love that EX I-beam. Now it's Chrome Dome sniping, and there we go. Comet punch. Mentioned earlier, that has created priorities, so even though Chrome had the right idea going up. Alright, next up is going to be Senkou 0 versus MisterMKL. Senkou is a pretty strong player in general. I think I mentioned earlier that I played him a little bit at Climb Cancel, meeting for the first time in person. It's weird that we're having events like this. I mean, even before the pandemic, it was rare that I had a chance to really meet Team Best From Now. Other times I would encounter Trey, Whodat, who is now in this tournament. But no, I got to meet the whole Team Best From Now crew for this game, and it was great to finally play these guys. So let's see how this Leonardo versus MisterMKL's Omega Shredder goes. While this is going, actually, let's get started first. I'll talk about this stage later. But yeah, so far, Leonardo is putting the boost to Omega Shredder. Once again, this is different from the Shredder that we've seen earlier in this tournament. This is Omega Shredder. He has a dash straight instead of a dash upper. Instead of reflectors, he has a fireball and air fireballs. And he also has a headbutt that goes up then down in a triangle, rather than a headbutt that goes straight up as an anti-air. Senkou takes that first round. So talking about this stage, you see all of the band members in the back. These are several of the artists and composers who contributed to this game in some form or another. We have the composer of Iori's King of Fighters 95 theme, as well as Casey Jones's theme, playing a flute in the center. We have a guitarist. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. The Toto-looking guy is the one who composed Zoom's theme. He also did the Art of Fighting themes. The individual... Oh, there you go. Good bust out. Super 2. So yeah, Leo has a thrusting attack for Super 1 and a DP-like attack for Super 2. The guy drumming in the far right, who you can't see right now, he is the composer of Metal Slug, I believe, 2 through 5, I think. Alright, Senkou takes the first game 1-0. But yeah, that stage is gorgeous. So what they did is they worked together to make a cover of Asuka's theme from Tournament Fighter. You saw Asuka dancing in the background. She is not in this game whatsoever, so don't ask. So Senkou is on set point. They have switched to a more traditional stage from the original Tournament Fighter. You see BF Rocksteady cheering in the background for their old boss back from the dead. However, Leonardo is trying to put Oroku Saki to rest, and he very well might do it. He's got a ton of momentum. Omega Shredder is getting tossed around like a ragdoll. And once again, everyone has a universal command grab. They either lead to combos or meaty setups. Quick round for Senkou. Leonardo and Senkou are on set point here. So I am good. Go for regular throw. So the heavy version of the dash straight that Omega Shredder has, and you saw that the EX dash straight doesn't have the same projectile invincibility that classic Shredder's dash upper would, so he just got stopped right there. Yeah, make the most of it. This is really bad for MKXL. This might be it. I'm about to say, dash straight does have a good degree of safety, and sadly won't make a difference. This is done. Senkou moves forward 2-0. Thanks for showing, MKL. Appreciate you.
Casey, Zoo, select your stage.
We are continuing through losers. Now Tobemorecrazy versus DragonCharlz.
Your time is up.
Casey Jones is on the job.
Round 1. Fight.
Okay, trying to focus, starting to get hungry. It's late now. Okay, so it is once again Tobemorecrazy playing Casey, and DragonCharlz is back on Zoom. As I stated earlier, Zoom is something like Rashid crossed with Guy. And he is running circles around Casey. That's typically how most rounds end when Zoom is on the offensive. Once he is starting, he is extremely hard to stop. The trick is you have to stop him before he gets started. And Gimme has a fireball like that. It can be tricky. It's Oki time. Good job getting out of that cross situation. So something that Zoom can do, big problem, is that he has a Fusion run that causes a rather instantaneous low overhead. And he can combo off that. And he can fake it out too, so if you're expecting him to do it, he can just put the brakes on and then watch you whiff whatever version trying to stop you with. Block the corner and shift out. DragonCharlz takes a quick game 1. Let us see if Batman has better luck.
Batman, select your stage.
So it's possible. If you use the light grapple stomp to fake out and kind of hover over Zoom and he dashes, you can probably catch him as Zoom is passing over him. But we shall see. Another thing about the combo system, Kirby used the term earlier, boost combo. Keep our cross second term. Here is how boost combos or chain combos or Magic Series works in TMNT Cross Justice. If you press 1 limb to 2 limbs, you'll get a combo. And what that means is if you go light punch to 2 punches, you'll get a light punch, heavy punch chain. But if you tried light kick to 2 punches, you won't get any combo. So you would have to go light kick, light punch, then 2 punches to get the light, heavy combo. And you can cancel any of those into special moves without spending bar. Like cross second had to spend bar to cancel boost combos into special moves, but not in TMNT Cross Justice. So a lot of your combos and your blockers can depend on how well you you know the spacing of your particular boost combos. This has been a much better game for Kirby, and it has to be because, oh no, put the brakes on. I mentioned earlier, when he puts the brakes on, he recovers much faster, and because of that, Batman just burned a lot of bar for nothing. And as I was saying about Kirby having a much better round, that has come to an unceremonious end. That life lead was much bigger than it is right now. Oh, it's the combo though. He gets the overhead. It's done.
Oh,
it's done. DragonCharlz moves forward 2-0.
That's the power of the Speed Force.
Win.
All right, we are just blazing through this tournament right now, ladies and gentlemen. Donatello versus Zoom. So Senkou and Charles know each other very well. In fact, they live in the same town. Both of them are part of the Sova crew. And I do hope sometime this year, hopefully when the world isn't being ravaged by COVID variants, I can drive down to their place and have some offline sets of this game. I'm telling you guys, this game's the real deal. Donatello and Zoom. Let's see what happens. You saw Charles' Zoom earlier. He is Rashid with a Bushin run. Donatello has hands like Honda. He has great pokes. He has a headspin attack. So he's kind of like Chun-Li if her lightning leg moved her forward. And I'm calling it lightning leg because that was called in Game Pro. If we can say Dragon Punch and DP, we can say lightning leg. What is this juggle? My goodness. He did 2 EX headspin attacks in a row to get some crazy corner carry. I've seen one because that headspin attack is his typical juggle starter. But 2 of them in the same combo, that's wacky. That was hype. So this is actually a really good idea for Senkou to use this character in this matchup. Because Dawn has great pokes, and he has his super. So his super 1 works like K-Dash's sunglasses toss, and as you saw, it has crazy projectile priority, so it powered through the tornadoes that Zoom summoned. Dawn is a fortress, much like Honda. So as a character who can defend very well because he has a fantastic crouching light kick and ways to confirm easily into big, fairly safe damage because he can steer his bow thrust back and forth, he counters Zoom fairly well. On top of that, his EX headspin attack can quickly get him out of danger if he's knocked down. So you saw he used it right there to get him. That was the regular version of the headspin attack. The regular headspin attack does have a degree of invincibility on startup, but it's a bit finicky. It's not like you're using a DP. So don't use it as a DP, but do try to learn its invincibility frames, the timing they were in. That was smart. Don wanted to do the Fireball War, but Zoom just dashed in with his Bushin run. And now Don's in a bad spot. And you saw Don cash out big. Even if that Omega Super hit, as a reminder, those are the most powerful supers in the game, and they have some priorities and some conditions to fulfill before you can use it, it wouldn't have killed Zoom. I'm not even sure if it would have closed the life deficit that much. Zoom would have had enough life lead to still be able to play his game without too much pressure on the contrary. But I suppose Senkou wanted to make a big call. So far, this has been all Senkou. This might be a stun. He got him. Wonderful stuff. He got the stun, and he didn't get the kill, but that damage. Yeah, that's a big... Oh, you missed the punish. No worries. You got chip out. EX bow thrust, and Senkou is on the board 1-0. There was a time where DragonCharlz would run roughshod over the competition in these online tournaments back when they had them on Parsec. As a reminder, we are doing this tournament through the replay system and the game's native netcode. And Senkou put enough fear into DragonCharlz that he has benched Zoom entirely. Zoom has baffled so many players throughout the beta years, and now it's time for Wonder Woman to make things happen. And by years, I mean the months that were the beta, which led to the gold release, which came out in December of last year. Nice, I like this. So it's not often I see Wonder Woman, but clearly DragonCharlz has done his homework on Diana. Ooh, that's done. That should be the round. Okay, so those double kicks that Wonder Woman was using, they have varying properties of regular and overhead hits depending which version you use. And she can combo off them. So you saw the EX version lead to that low sweep. That's not a sweep, that's a juggle starter. On top of that, if the opponent is getting too block crazy, she can open them up not just with her universal command grab, but also the lasso. And the lasso is also a juggle starter. So please be careful. Look at that, pulling him right back in. Wonder Woman, like Superman, has a flight mode, and she is using it very much like Superman to alter the trajectory of when she comes down with air moves. That makes Donatello very leery about which way he has to block, because if he was steered in a direction where one was waiting for him, she would just kind of go over his head and drop a cross-up on him. Quick round. Quick game for DragonCharlz. What kind of answer is Senkou going to fire back with? It's always so cool to see characters like Wonder Woman, because I don't play Wonder Woman that much. It takes a certain kind of player to really exploit all the things that make Wonder Woman so cool. Like her dive kick, that's the equivalent of the Comet Punch that Superman has. The diving kick that she has off of flight mode, she doesn't get quite the same benefits that Superman gets off of, but she does get a lot more safety on block than Superman would get, even if Wonder Woman hit the opponent at an angle that'd be deeper than Superman's safety spot would be. Meantime, Senkou is going to Shredder. We've seen a number of classic Shredders, or Cyber Shredder is the official term. As a reminder, this is the Shredder from Tournament Fighters, who is not Oroku Saki, but a cyborg impersonator to rule the foot in his stead as... Woo, goodness! What a confirm! And he saved that. And, again, to activate Omega Super, you have to fulfill certain conditions throughout the round. And that's exactly what Senkou did with Shredder to get a combo like that. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough. Wonder Woman made it happen with a magic pixel. The bravery of the Amazon in full effect as DragonCharlz is now on set point. What a set. I love this stage. This stage, this is where you normally fight Omega Shredder in arcade mode. This is supposedly where Shredder fell to his demise at the end of Turtles in Time. So it's only fitting that that Cyborg Shredder, again, this is Shredder from Tournament Fighters, but his full name is Cyber Shredder, that Cyber Shredder come here to honor his master's legacy. And it is down to the last round. He very well might do it. And if he does, taking out Wonder Woman, member of the Justice League, man, the foot would say, you know what? Oroku Saki or not, you are the real Shredder now. Look at this. I do love how... I love seeing all this Shredder in general today. I gotta be real with you. Now, I'm an Omega Shredder main at this point. So I just like the character, and I like all the new moves that he got in this game. But Classic Shredder is looking stellar. I'm gonna call him Classic Shredder from now because I've already botched it like 3 times. Classic Shredder has looked stellar. And again, I was a Classic Shredder main in TMNT Tournament Fighters. So it is really cool to see him being used like this. However, Wonder Woman might be putting an end to all of that. DragonCharlz moves forward 2-1. Love that Wonder Woman.
Round 1. Fight.
Despero versus Shredder. I will admit I am very curious how this is going to go. Misty has shown himself to be a rather oppressive opponent with Despero on his side. Geki using those Vexel fundamentals. After all, he is one of the guys holding it down for fighting EX Layer. He's using those fundies to the full extent that he can. The reason why is Shredder is able to do so. He has great vertical hitboxes on many of his moves, and he'll need those to keep Despero out of his grill.
Wins. Round 2.
Okie dokie. Let's see how... Okay, I'm trying to feel this up right now. So, when Geki is at a little bit outside full screen, his dash upper has projectile invincibility, which means that Despero has to be very careful when he is trying to make things happen. Because if he is trying to throw a fireball and Shredder dashes through it, there's an additional property on his dash upper from that range. It causes a juggle state. No meter necessary. Nice. So he used that frame advantage, at least the spacing and frame slight disadvantage, to make Despero think, oh, it's my turn, and then no. EX headbutt, and Despero's now in a very bad spot. Waiting for it. Good. This is smart. There is not much that he has to do. Ooh, that was really intelligent. Okay. I like that a lot. When Shredder did that close heavy kick, it lifted his hitbox out of the air. Sorry about that. Hold on. It lifted his hitbox out of the air. Which means that Super 1 that Despero used no longer worked.
Despero.
Really clever of Geki to do that. He is now up 1-0. And I had the name switched. I do apologize. Geki was Shredder, in case you didn't know.
Round 1.
Yeah, that kick is meaty. And what I really liked about it as well is... Wait, is it off the ground? So I know Giles is kind of off the ground when he does his kick. If Despero used Super 2... Yeah, Despero looks really nasty to me. Alright, I have a question. If Despero used Super 2 without a hit... Because what I saw was like, when he did that, Super 1 was not going to work because now he was kind of airborne in the middle of that kick. Yeah, I would love to play your Despero team next time I see you, Charles. But, what are you doing? Perfect spacing on that headbutt. Oh, no. Yeah, not that time. Maybe he was trying to catch Shredder as he was trying to land with Super 2. Unfortunately, he didn't do it fast enough. He used Super 1 that would have hit, but nope. Oh, there we go. The invincibility. Making it happen. And I love the follow-up. Look at this. Headbutt after headbutt after headbutt. Excellent stuff, Geki. Gotta love those juggles. The full conversions. There, good. Yeah, that's something, this is also something else good about Shredder. His headbutt, just like it is in Tournament Fighters, it is back, then forward, and kick, rather than down, then up. That means he can use it either standing or crouching, which makes it much easier to use as a defensive measure. Dead. Yeah, there's no way you're going to survive the Omega version of that super.
Despero wins.
Smart conservation of resources by Misty. Nice. Keep it simple. Get another one. Or not. Try to get Oki instead. Don't fireballs too much. Headbutt. Good for that kick again. By the way, that is just a close heavy kick. So the off the ground kick is close heavy kick, and you're seeing he's using that again to stop whatever kind of wake up grab that Despero is thinking about. Punish. Give him another one. Good. Oki time. Nope. Good jump back like punch. Watch it. Oh, there you go. Finally. Something else Shredder has, just like his Tournament Fires, he has a reflector. Which means he has turned that fireball against Despero. He was going through them, now he's just throwing right back. That's smart. Look at the... Oh no! Not enough hits done, sadly. But I do like pestering him with those low kicks. Look at the range on those things. That's a light kick, ladies and gentlemen. Look how far that reaches. Looked like Cody's vanilla light kick from Cross Tekken. Regular throw. And a big whiff. Make it hurt. He does light, 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 heavy.
Shredder.
And
Win.
Geki is now up 2-0.
Despero. Shredder. Select your stage. Metropolis. Round 1. Fight.
Keep on the same stage as well. Yes, this is what you want to do with Shredder. Pester Despero with those giant pokes. They are easily chained as well. Like, I can see him do light, heavy, like light, sweep as well. And the range he's doing it at, my goodness. Not enough meter for EX yet. Now he has it. Headbutt. You have those sweeps, and this time, rather than hitting him with the sweep, he hits him with the headbutt again. Light headbutt is really good. You don't worry about spacing it because headbutt reaches so far. Nice. Make it happen. Good. Wonderful awareness of your spacing. He capitalized big time as well. Alright, now watch it. If you go into heavy, Despero might just grab you out of the sky. But that time, because he was on the ground that time, that works. Watch it. Good reflection! On wake up as well. Wonderful work. But it was not enough. Misty and Despero are on the board.
Round 2.
Wake up reflector almost took it for Shredder. Complete robbery. That was the EX version he used. That was crazy stun. So Despero's lucky that wasn't worse for him. But now Shredder is pouring on the pressure. Make it hurt. Oh, you missed the punish! How unfortunate. But there as well. Watch it. Again, tapping him with those crouching attacks. Look how far that light kick and heavy kick reach. There's one, and there's another. Yeah, if you know what you're doing, you can build back Omega really quick. So, if you got the resources, don't be afraid to cash them out sometimes. Uh-oh, that's stun. That should be... No, you dropped it! All you had to do is anything but that. It's like watching Chris Paul in Game 4 lose the ball. All you had to do was anything but that. Lovely headbutt, though. Caught him at the very tip of that height. And Geki is on tournament point. That's the tournament. Geki's on set point. Wow, I'm really hungry. Geki's on set point. He's on tournament point of winner's side, and then he'll be moving on to grand finals. That still makes no sense. I am sorry, ladies and gentlemen. But focus on this. What a faux pas right there. This is why I'm still an amateur as a commentator. Got ways to go. Nice. Make it happen again. Oh, good! EX headbutt. And that juggles. And because he used both... Yeah, no! You jumped away! I don't know why he did that, but at least he capitalized. He caught Despero swinging and had him eat a crouching heavy punch into super. Geki wins 3-0 and moves on to Grand
Superman. Despero. Select your stage.
I'm going to assume it's going to be Despero and Zoom. Yep, Despero and Zoom.
Careful, big man.
I am really curious if Charles can find somebody else if this doesn't work out, though. So we've seen Zoom run circles, but he is not invincible. That's why he is here in Loser Track with Misty. You're seeing Zoom, or yeah, that's say, if you try zoning back on Zoom, he might just dash in your face, and then you're in big trouble. However, he has two kinds of dash. He has a command dash, and he has like a charging tackle. And the EX version is a juggle star. The attack version... Oh, that's stunned. That should be dead. Yeah, that should be dead. The attack version of that dash is not any invincibility. It's just him doing like a headlong tackle like King. And unlike King, there's no armor on that tackle either. Alright, here he comes. See? He just slid right under using the, I believe the heavy punch. I believe the slide. So heavy punch is the slide, kick is just you stop in place, and the light punch is you do the leap, and then pressing the button again gives him that overhead shot. Nice. Good. I love that conversion. Excellent use of the combo system right there. Light, light, heavy. I said that. That's going to be a bread and butter for many characters. Crouch, light kick, crouch, light punch, and then a heavy attack. Either stand heavy punch or crouch heavy punch into an ender. I think... No, I know everybody has a confirm just like that. Another kind of confirm you can use is crouch light punch into 2 crouch light kicks into a stand heavy kick into a special. There are so many normals that cancel special this game, even ones that would be better off by themselves in a more boring game, I suppose. So be sure to go to the lab and find your ideal combos to go with your ideal spacing. That was a back turn combo, so zoom at all times in the world confirm when needed. It won't be because Super doesn't stun like that. Ah! Where are you going? Caught him unawares. The EX versus that fireball, that tornado, goes up and then goes down, rather than the other way around. Charles is up 1-0. And yeah, that Omega Grab is true silliness. Now Mikey has disappeared. How unfortunate. Oh, there you go again. Backturn combo to get the ender though. You'll have to, again, practice the cancel timing of these normals, because they are deceptive. Damn, my goodness, did he really hit that many times? Half his life is gone. Watch it. Yeah, coming in. So the good news is Despero is mostly safe there. So Zoom had to respect that. Oh no, far away to get that EX grab. No, no, not that one. He assumed Zoom was going to try jumping up and made a call out. It didn't work out. Good block. Too far away to get that cross up.
Oh, he's used.
Oh, it called out again. Big blast, into the route. So I like how Despero's using a lingering jumping attack to try and chip out Zoom there. However, EX headbutt seals the deal. And it is another round to Despero. Coming down to the wire right now. Good sweep. Loving this so far. Nice. So we have a feeling Zoom is trying to be fancy again, catch him behind. Which is why Despero pre-empty stuck out of normal. One more combo. Yeah, one more hit can stun him. This should be it. Boom. It's now tied at 1.
Despero. Win. Despero. Kirby, select your stage. City Skyline.
Kirby has been benched. Oh, sorry. Zoom has been benched. My goodness. Zoom has been benched, and Kirby is now up on deck. Good DP. The EX version combos. Looks like that bug. Oh, okay. So that's actually very intelligent. I forgot about that. Kirby's jump heavy kick hits twice. This is very important if you're trying to open somebody up, because they have to think about the angle you are hitting them at. It is very difficult for us to block a jump in and then go low, expecting a low attack to follow. But when it hits twice like that, now it's a mix. However, I don't think Kirby can manually turn to a 2-hit like other characters can in other games. So there is that. Basically, if Kirby hits that move and you're blocking, just keep blocking high. Otherwise, nonsense happens. However, there is a good side to this. He can put you in a juggle state with that jump heavy kick as an air-to-air. So if he's going to ham with it, don't worry about it. At least try to meet him in the air if you can. Because now he's on the defensive. He has to worry about his mural. Now, it's done. Kirby has a DP. That was something that Zoom didn't have. Really have much in the way of reversals to get out of trouble. Kirby has those. Kirby can advance with those Tontos. He can run away with those Tontos too. However, he is airborne a lot. But the good news is, should Kirby open up Despero, he's got some nastiness. You saw he went for that taunt. Again, it's like Third Strike. Taunts have special effects. And that one, if he just put the brakes that taunt, that knife could have been used as setup. Much like the Rose that Dudley has. Watch it. Once again, opened up. Stun time? It is stun time. It's done. And now Misty is up 2-1. Misty is on set point. Should he win, he will be advancing to face GekiCP to avenge his loss in Grand Finals.
Wonder Woman, select your stage. City Skylar.
Kirby has been sent to the bench. Now it is Wonder Woman's turn. I don't know as much about Wonder Woman, but she does have some, much like Despero, she has some attack grab setups where if you are being careless, you can get lassoed right in. I am not sure if she'll have a chance to do it because Despero is decimating her right now. Not looking good for Themyscira right now. Themyscira's finest is trying to make it happen. Not going to make it happen here. Despero says, Themyscira, it's not about where you're from, it's about where you're at. And right now you're on the ground. Because I'm one round away from moving on to the Grand Final. Oh no, yeah, that's smart. She wants to reflect just like Shredder can, but it's timing based. That's what I want to see, that explosiveness. So that double kick, that's reverse DP and kick. That is a very impressive move. And once you, good air grab. Once again, he has air SPD to snatch people out of the sky. Not just an anti-air, but like an actual air-to-air grab. Like Jack has in Mortal Kombat. In that move. That snapping double kick has a great hitbox, and depending on where you use, it's an overhead. EX version causes a rather easy double state because of that explosive turn of events. Wonder Woman is laying down the law for the good of the Amazons, and for the good of mankind. Big kick. Look at that. Roundhouse kick right there. Once again, if you anti-air somebody with certain moves, that causes a juggle state. So by swatting Despero out of the sky, she can easily halt his momentum. Watch it. Alright, bust out again. And you're going for it. There you go. How about that lasso earlier? That's an attack grab. So if you are too complacent blocking, she can still catch you with that. Yeah, these Wonder Woman flips, I believe, are from Injustice. This is it. I think she got it. No, or not. You got complacent. Now it's your turn to get grabbed. What's it going to be? All right, wake up double kick. And Wonder Woman has made it a tie game. Next one takes it. No matter who takes it, someone's moving on to Grand Finals.
City Skylar. Round one.
By the way, Kiwi, I appreciate you being here. I will talk more about you and Serious You before we get Grand Finals started. Jumped into SPD. There's another one. Yeah, I don't know much. I don't play Wonder Woman that much, so it's really nice to see her at this level. It's not nice to see her get bullied like this, though. That's probably a stun. Yeah, he got the perfect on Wonder Woman. Misty's not playing around. He felt that slip from him. You saw how quick Momentum can shift this game. And there's no V-trigger, there's no X-Factor, nothing like that. This is real honest fighting. And right now, Despero is being really, honestly decimated just when things seem to finally be in his favor. There's one. There's another. Good jumping. There's one. Another one coming. Oh no, he missed the buffer. I knew what he wanted. Yeah, usually you see like a jab like that, that means he missed the two-punch combination. No worries. It's done. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Well, not dead yet. It's not over yet, but whoa! Flushed out Omega Super! This is why you save your resource, ladies and gentlemen. It's not over, but you missed a command grab. How ironic. Trying to grab Despero, who's been grabbing people all day, only to miss a grab of your own and have your tournament end like that. Misty moves on to Grand Finals. Let's make this happen, shall we? Misty Vale versus GekiCP, Grand Finals. Nice. Oh, you missed the tackle, but no worries, you get the SBD, my friend. Tense right now. You feel it. Again, these two have already faced off. Let us see what Misty has figured out since then. You saw earlier that a Shredder had a good idea about using those... No, not a Shredder, Geki. Geki had the right idea of using those low pokes to pester Despero, but it's not working as well as it did before. But that was weird. Maybe he mistimed the wake-up frames, but it makes no difference. The round goes to Despero.
Round two.
Shit. There, okay, that was just in space. Only one hit, but that actually made it safer for Shredder. He wants to hit that fire wave, but you don't want to be jumped in on like that. And on top of that, Despero has ways around that fire wave. He can use that headbutt he has, just as Shredder used his own headbutt to keep Despero out of the sky. Yeah, those low-angle fireballs, Despero does not need to worry about depending where he is. That could happen for one. Saw him inching forward. He wants something, but he got regular thrown by Shredder. Alright, there you go. Go back to those pokes. Don't be throwing out those pokes when Despero's ready for them. Walk up the throw. And this is the command grab. Kept it simple there. He wants to save that bar. And again, caught him! He is off the ground, so that was a complete waste of resources. You said wake up super, Shredder said no, off the ground kick. And here are some off the ground throws for your trouble. This could still be his game, but wake up headbutt. Didn't get the follow-up though. No difference, a sweep, and Shredder clutches it out.
Shredder wins. Round three. Fight.
Yeah, that heavy kick is decimating these wake-up grab attempts. So I wonder if you potentially use Super 2 for Despero to beat that close heavy kick. Well, Giles has its uses, but in this game in particular, it's super useful. But yeah, it's very much like Giles' upside-down kick, which is another ridiculous move. Tubi just said it's like that move, but more useful. That's a very scary proposition, because that move is frightening. Especially in the early part of Street Fighter V. No difference, though. Despero is done playing around. Him and Misty are now up 1-0. You know the rules, everybody. If Misty hits 3 before Geki, the bracket is reset. If Geki hits 3 before Misty, the tournament is over. Let us see what happens. Uh-oh. Watch where you're moving forward, my friend. An EX headbutt, so explosive. However, it is very much unsafe. So if this is blocked, that's a proper Despero. That's what I want to see. Okay. So I was waiting for him to do this for. You want to do light, heavy, and then cancel the EX upper with Shredder. That's going to be a lot more consistent for combos. And there's no reason not to because his crouch heavy punch reaches so gosh darn far, you have to worry about... That's interesting there. So I got him again! Stop burning bar, buddy! It's not working out! Okay, you see? Misty's falling for it. And again, I mentioned this earlier, you have to worry about this with Shredder. His headbutt, the anti-air, that's not down then up, that is back then forward. So he can turtle both standing and crouching, and you gotta worry about that move. Because you got complacent, that's what happens. Excellent confidence research by Shredder. He hangs onto it after things look pretty dire. Oh, there, that was interesting. You saw how far they reached? So I was expecting Despero to get hit long before he actually did. I don't know if that's a bug or just an effect of using the certain strength of the heavy dash up. Just a command grab, that stinks. Big stun. Keep it simple. Oh no! I said keep it simple! Don't make it complicated. All I had to do was jump in and then light, heavy, super, and that would have been it. He's got no bar to finish that. Doesn't need it. Lighten the sweep. It's tied at 1. Good stuff, Geki. Yeah, I'm sure Tubi knows how much I talk about Shredder combos. He saw my set with Sig back in Climb Cancel. Even without my blessed macros, I was hitting those confirms like that with Shredder. However, it's online, not quite the same. So, all sorts of crazy to happen. As a reminder, this particular version, this is done through Radman DPN, so it is delay-based. It is not perfect. We hope that the next version will have rollback. Yes, sirree, GekiCP will be having rollback. So I am very much excited about that. Good sweep. So I can't be too hard to drop your combos. This is, after all, not the best deck code. This is the first time I've ever done an online tournament like this. Throw. Yep, you watch it. Yeah, I'm about to say, there's something coming. You know when Despero's at that range, whether it be an EX headbutt or that Omega Super, something was coming, but a wake-up throw salvages that round again for Geki and Shredder. Man, the fake Shredder is having it. No! Heavy version of the shoulder tackle. Blasting Shredder with a wall bounce. Thankfully, it wasn't worth for him. The way Misty Despero plays, that could have been the potential end of the round. Just off that. Make it happen. Not that version, sadly. Probably missed the input for the second punch. You have to do 2 punches. You probably did the heavy punch, but didn't get the light punch. Careful. That's what he's looking for. I knew it. And if he spaces it right, you can get meatless follows off that move. It's done. Yeah, he got it. He got it. Now you're getting it. Geki is on tournament point for real this time. I said that during Losers Finals, because I had a brain fart. And then tried to salvage it, and didn't really do well on that. But now for sure I can say Geki is on tournament point. Let's see if Misty can say about that. Yeah, that's smart. There you go. I want to see more of that. Full screen, let's get some reflections going. Taking a chance to Fireball. Because Despero's Fireball moves so slow, that could be a really useful tool for Shredder to put pressure on Despero. Yeah, it is. This is a really good Grand Finals, Charles. This is really bad for Shredder. This should be a dead round. The core not. Do you have enough left to tank? He does not. Misty hanging in there with a dominant round. Yeah, this is my first time seeing Geki play when I think about it. and he's been fantastic. I love seeing more Classic Shredder. I love Omega Shredder, but Classic Shredder was my main in Tournament Fighters, so it's nice to see him in this game get this far. It's also nice to see Despero get this far, because Despero is not a common character. He was someone that most people said was close to the worst in the game during the beta phase, and look what he's doing now. He is silencing doubters. He just looks stellar from what we've seen so far. But we'll see how much longer that is, because once again, it is Geki on set point. Not Misty. Out there again! It's like the fourth time that's happened this tournament. Despero has found his white whale, and it's that close heavy kick of Shredder. It's always time for right side up kick, ladies and gentlemen. Just ask enough. Still going for reflecting with the dash upper. Once again, at certain spots during that animation, that has projectile invincibility. So on top of reflect, you have to worry about that as well if you're throwing fireballs. And you can cancel fireballs with that fire wave as well. Now Despero's getting pinned down. Okay, he's in range. There could be something horrible coming his way if you're not careful. Good conversions, what I want to see. Light headbutt, that's actually a really smart combo to have in that range. No, Despero tried to rush in. Good job, tried that neutral jump. Combo, and that's done! Ladies and gentlemen, we have our first hero of the half shell, and ironically, it's Shredder. What a timeline we live in. Shredder is your first Heroes and Half Shells champion. The world will never be the same again. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have enjoyed this broadcast. This was a blast to run, it was a blast to commentate, and it was a blast to give it to you guys. The next time I see you for this game, I am not sure when. I hope to have it back up sooner rather than later. Alrighty, everybody. I'm not going to keep you guys any longer. I don't have anything to advertise just yet. I will likely be doing some more Infinite and Cross Tekken in the next few weeks, and you will know very soon when the next Heroes and Half Shells turn will be. Psychoblue, Conductor of the High Train, Mr. HypeGems, #CrossWires. I will see you guys next time. Later, everyone.